Hello and welcome back to our Pokemon X Randomizer Nuzlocke. We're here today in Laverre City, ready to go ahead and get ourselves our 6th gym badge from the Laverre City gym. This is going to be a little bit hard because our team at the moment is all level 36 with the exception of Graveler, who's level 37, but her ace is level 42, I believe. Speaking of the Graveler, by the way, I do want to quickly say I have been a big old dum-dum. And I should have had this Graveler evolve at level 37 if I had set things up correctly. But unfortunately, I did not set up my randomizer perfectly. And by that, I mean, I never clicked the button to change trait evolutions in the randomizer to let it evolve at level 37. I just didn't click it. Simple oversight. Normally wouldn't be too much of a problem, but we are still using this Graveler at level 37 because Rockhead is really strong, so I'm the big dummy. I forgot to click a button. I saved my settings and everything so I could go back and check at least, so I know that I'm not going to be, you know, leveling it up for no reason. I just know that it's going to stay as a Graveler, which on the one hand is kind of okay, because as long as we get Frillish to level 40, it won't need the Eviolite anymore, and then we have an Eviolite Graveler, which is still an okay Pokemon, right? It's not going to have the overwhelming physical attack stat of a Golem head-smashing things, but it'll still be a very defensive Pokemon. It's fine. It's fine. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. So today, before we go ahead and do the gym, I do want to quickly backtrack down the route that we were on before, because I did consider grinding. I did not end up doing it, but I did see there are a couple of items here that I missed, like that one over there. What item did I miss? I missed a power band. Okay, I don't think we're going to want to buff anything special defense up. I mean, maybe Graveler if we want to make it a real wall. We also have an item up there in the top right. Do you battle me? When I look at the swamp, I can't help but think of poison. I'm sorry, that wasn't a really very interesting to say. Take this as an apology. Goodies? Pursuit. Okay. Okay. I'm more afraid of pursuit from enemies than, you know, wanting pursuit for myself. But it's interesting. I could have had a Metagross. I wouldn't have started off this route by surfing. There was no way I was going to get a Metagross, but that would have been so good. Especially in a game where a Metagrossite exists. That would have actually been insane. Sadly, that was not our encounter, but, you know, it would have been insane. That's insane, however. Hold on, wait, scrap the Metagross. Choice Band? Choice Band, Choice Band, Choice Band acquired. Hold everything. Hold everything. Who wants Choice Band? Pickle? Pickle. I wish I kept Thunderfang. Regigigas could use a Choice Band pretty well, but Confuse Ray is nice for getting it past Slow Start, which is realistically the only thing I really need from it. We could Choice Band Graveler into Head Smash, but like I said, Eviolite's probably going to be where we go with that, and we'll probably move the Assault Vest to something like... I don't even know. Assault Vest Sylveon could be kind of goofy. I think Choice Band is definitely more beneficial. Well, we have Thunder Wave on this. I'm doing it anyway. We're just going to Choice Band Dragon Claw things with Zekrom. That's its job right now. For right now, we're going to Choice Band Dragon Claw things because that sounds entertaining. Didn't go down south this way, because I'm pretty sure we saw that the house was a scam and immediately left. There is an item, and that item is going to be... There's no way. That's actually amazing. Back-to-back Choice Bands in the randomizer, huh? Back-to-back. We might need to rethink our team a little bit to try and make use of those Choice Bands rather than use what we've got at the moment. Maybe we replace Graveler with just, like, Staraptor with a Choice Band. It's certainly an option. It really is an option. I don't really want to replace, you know, Legendaries and Megas. Pringles is, at this point, a staple that I can't replace. Honestly, most of these Pokemon are becoming staples that I can't replace, but... maybe we just replace Graveler with a Staraptor that can just abuse Choice Band, because Choice Band is very OP. Goodie. Probably should have been using this all along after we go up the route, but... Lumberry, okay, okay. That's also, you know, that's the best berry as far as I'm concerned. That's not bad. quick little look in case I missed something right at the beginning. Oh, middle of the sandpit. Scope lens. Okay. Decent. We don't really have anyone that uses that super well at the moment, but maybe in the future, if we get something with super luck, it could be interesting. I could have had an Entei. This route could have been so stacked. I could have got an Entei and then immediately found 2 choice bands. I could have had a choice banded Entei. Oh my god. What did I get from this route? Am I sad about this? I feel like the thing I got from this route was not that bad. I feel like it was Galvantula. Galvantula wasn't that bad, but a choice banded Entei would have been insane. Alright, that route was way more insane than I initially realized. Oh, hello. What else do we have around here? Oh, okay. That route was insane. It had a lot of items. The Pokemon on that route were also insane if I had been luckier, because there was Metagross, Fracture, and Entei on a route with 2 choice bands. So getting the Galvantula on that route, honestly, kind of a bummer, but all things considered, it's fine. It's fine. Item over here. Iron plate. Okay. All things considered, it's fine. I would have even gone back and checked if I hadn't considered, you know, training up for this gym, thinking maybe I should level Graveler to 40 to get it into a Golem is kind of what I was thinking. So you know what? This Graveler mishap, maybe it wasn't so bad after all. I'm coping. I'm coping hard. Anyway, Laverre City Gym, where we are slightly underleveled, but we're going to do this anyway, because to be honest, we could do a challenge. So let's go ahead and see how this goes. Hello, Mr. Man. Well, howdy, Mr. Pouty. I don't want to be called that. I'm pretty happy right now. Don't call me Mr. Pouty just because of my Graveler mishap, okay? We're really rubbing it in. What's new, future champ? Here, Laverre City Pokemon Gym has some truly confounding conundrums. First shocker is this is a fairy type gym. Oh, right, yeah, because fairies would normally be Sylveon. You've never seen one of these before. The second shocker is how you get around. You use the warp panels like Sabrina's gym. Yeah, I get that part. That part's fine. Right. I wonder if it's worth us putting Frillish in front to try and get it as much XP as possible so we can try and make this thing a Jellicent so we can move over the Eviolite. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We are on set mode now, which means if Frillish takes too much damage, fire types and steel types in particular become very scary, but we're gonna do it anyway. And while we do it, and while we go through these earlier, hopefully somewhat easier battles in the gym, that's not a great start for a Frillish, but while we go through some of these hopefully easier fights, let's get into question of the day. The question of the day is going to be, I had to remind myself for a second there, is going to be, have you played Wuthering Waves? This is not an ad, honestly. I'm about to complain a little bit about it because that was how I spent my yesterday. I spent my day going ahead and starting to play through Wuthering Waves because it's the new Genshin Impact clone. And I like Genshin. I thought I will like this game. I thought I would like it. So the question of the day is simple. Have you played it? How did you feel about it? I want to hear other people's opinions because at the moment my opinion is that it's kind of just a downgrade. They do things better. They do some things better, for sure. I don't want to completely discredit the game. There is significant improvements in the artifact system, being echoes. If you haven't played the game, I'm about to ramble a bunch of things that you're not going to understand, and that's okay. I will try and explain them as best as possible to someone that won't have experience, but basically, your equipment, you get 5 slots, where your artifacts would normally be in Genshin, that basically control your stats of your character, which is like your crit rate, your attack stats, your like type boost stuff, all of that kind of thing. But they come with a skill in this game that gives them an additional effect. And I thought, that's super cool. That's really interesting. There's going to be so much build variety because of that, and there's going to be so many things you can do to make things really interesting. Turns out that wasn't really the case, and the system overall was not as great as I initially thought. Because I was thinking... Also, this is a very scary Pokemon, so I'm just going to go to Pickle, and we'll see how this goes. I was thinking, you can use anything you want, you can level up anything you want, and the best part is, you can pick up the artifacts just by taking out enemies in the overworld. So you don't have to do what you do in Genshin, where you use your, like, daily mobile phone game resource allocations that goes up over time to farm artifacts, which is grindy and miserable. Instead, what you'll be able to do... I'm locking myself into Dragon Rage here, I think, actually. I guess Thunderbolt could crit. I thought, okay, so you won't have to be locked into, like, that daily kind of grind. It's also over half. Nice. Which will be lovely, because it means that you can play as much as you want on one day, and you won't have to be, like, locked in waiting for resource time to gather before you can, like, actually progress in the game and farm artifacts, so you can get your character strong straight away. Turns out, no, they just added a locked feature where even when you level up your artifacts, which in this game is echoes, you need the daily resource to get tuners, which lets you see what substats you have. So that was a bummer. That was the first time I was like really disappointed with the game, and then it kind of just got worse the more I played. I was like, the dialogue at the start was fine, and it got bad. It got pretty bad. I wasn't thrilled by the dialogue. I found it kind of boring. This is level 40 knocked out. That's a little bit scary. I found it kind of boring. You know, the dialogue wasn't funny like in Honkai Star Rail, where it's a little bit funny at times. It wasn't great voice acting. It was okay. It didn't have a lot of oomph behind it, and some of the audio quality in places was bad. As far as I'm aware, that's just the English dub. The other dubs for other languages seem fine. It's just the English that got a little bit screwed over, which... It's still early. They might be able to fix some of that, I guess. Maybe they'll retake some lines. Unlikely, but possible. So that might get fixed. But overall, I will say, I do still think that Genshin is better than Wuthering Waves. But like I said, it's also early. It might get a lot better. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to ramble about it for too long, though, because I understand that a lot of people won't have had a chance to play it yet. And, you know, I want to give people a chance to form their own opinions. Don't take what I am saying as the own holy truth. At the end of the day, the game is free, right? As long as you're not, you know, horribly gacha obsessed and you need to roll for every character. As long as you can have a tiny bit of self-control, the game is free. So you can always try it for yourself, you know, make your own opinions and all that, which I would highly advise, you know. I'm always going to promote free games, because free games are fun, even if you only have fun with it for like a couple of hours. That's not bad, as long as you have good internet speed. If you have terrible internet speed, ignore previous advice. Am I afraid of knockoff? I'm so afraid to use this Pokemon at all. I'm just gonna go to Sylveon. I will say though, the Echo skills, I immediately went back to it because I played it so much yesterday, but I will say the Echo skills though, they are pretty fun. They are definitely the saving grace of the game right now. And there's a parry system. The parry system is also very fun. But at the moment, the saving grace is being able to, at your wish and command, turn into a raving, dancing, healing turtle, or turn into a giant motorbike and run people over. Being able to just swap between those and have those as a random extra skill is still fun. It's just a little bit grindy to get good versions of those skills on your artifacts. Anyway, I'm done now. We're gonna Draining Kiss, Girders, and stuff, and hopefully not hit ourselves in the head too much. We don't. We Draining Kiss, we are fine. Okay, nice. Now that we're gonna hopefully go into some tougher fights. But yeah, I did spend a lot of time yesterday playing it, so I do feel like I have a pretty good grip on the game. Wow, I really can't stop talking about this, huh? I got to like level 40 on all of my characters, and I do feel like the game is overall a tad easy, but I probably just feel like that because I've spent so much time in Genshin, which is why I can't stop rambling. Do I want Moonblast over Draining Kiss? Realistically, it's like double the base power. Draining Kiss is nice for healing. I have used Swift less than a handful of times. I've used Sand Attack even less times, and we could Assault Vest the Sylveon if we got rid of Sand Attack. Leftovers is nice. It is. However, Leftovers on Regigigas would also be nice. And the special defense of a Sylveon that is Assault Vested is kind of insane. Yeah, I like that. I like that. We'll get rid of Sand Attack. Realistically, we're not using it anyway. My brain is usually, haha, hit strong move. Is what it is. And Pringles also levels up once on Rain Dance. That's not going to be landing. Moonblast is a good move, though. I'm glad that we no longer have to rely on just Draining Kiss. Magneton. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. That's one of them, their steel types that I was talking about. The issue with this steel type in particular is it's super effective on our water type and super effective on our ground type, leaving us with the options of Choice Band, Dragon Claw, or even Dragon Rage would probably be a free hit KO just fine. Or Revenge with Regigigas. And I feel like Revenge with Regigigas is probably smarter. It's probably smarter. We'll just go to Regigigas. Regigigas is holding the Rocky Helmet at the moment, which has been somewhat useful at times. I do think Leftovers would benefit it more than Rocky Helmet. I don't know if... Ooh, I don't like that move that it went for. I don't want to start this with my special defense halved. I'm actually going to go to Zekrom and maybe Dragon Rage at once and then swap back. Because I am. Great. But yeah, we can get rid of Rocky Helmet. Maybe we'll move Rocky Helmet to something else. We do have, like, a couple of good items now. So I am at the point now where I have to, like, actually pick and choose, which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong, it's a good thing. Choice Band the Dragon Claw surely just does more damage than a Dragon Rage, right? We're just gonna see. Let's do over half. Pretty much. That's pretty good damage. I think we're good to go again. Accuracy fell. That could be scary. If that's how much a Mirror Shot did, that's like its strongest move against us, realistically. If it goes for Thunderbolt, who cares? We 4 times resist. Cry Attack, maybe? What if we just don't miss? Yeah, that works out great. Let's just not miss. You know, what if we just tell Zekrom not to miss in the first place? I like that plan, personally. Did a thought pop into my head there where I was like, well, I could use the Timid to compound dice Galvantula if Zekrom dies. That thought may have popped into my head ever so slightly. It was a bad thought, and I don't like the fact that it popped into my head, but it did pop into my head. Swallow is also kind of awkward. Don't have anything incredible for it. Maybe we just go fight with Pringles. I also kind of just want to get Pringles XP. Because, you know, Jellicent before the gym leader would be great. It's not going to happen, but it would be great. Toxic. Gross. That is gross. That's very annoying, actually. Maybe we just heal up Graveler and we swap to Graveler, I guess. That should be fine. Honestly, we could probably just use a Super Potion. I don't think we need to use a Hyper Potion. We'll heal up Graveler, we'll go to Graveler. Don't do anything weird to me. Amnesia, that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna go and hit it on the physical side with Graveler anyway. So special defense doesn't matter. Goodbye, little Swallow. We're gonna bulldoze you into the ground. I would love Earthquake, but I don't think we're gonna be getting Earthquake super early. The other good benefit of keeping a Graveler is it should get moves earlier than a Golem would learn them, right? Because we're not fully evolving it. To be honest, I don't stop my Pokemon evolving very often. So I actually don't know, like, at all, the level difference between when late game moves are learned if you don't evolve certain Pokemon like Graveler and Golem. It might not be noticeable at all because it's a trait evolution. I actually have no idea. I know the difference between, like, Turtwig and a Torterra learning, like, their latest move is 15 levels or something like that. That's usually quite significant, but I can't imagine it's great for a Graveler. Pickle level 37, no new moves. If we can get, why can't I remember what Zekrom's signature move is? Bolt Strike? That doesn't sound right. It should have sounded right. It is right. Okay. All right. Yeah, it is Bolt Strike. When we get Bolt Strike on Zekrom with a Choice Band, just saying, I'm gonna be one happy camper. I am. I'm gonna be very happy. Okay, we're not getting Bolt Strike, by the way. I looked at it. It's level 100. We're not getting Bolt Strike at all. It's just not happening. A 10-year-old child has gotten lost inside of the gym. Someone please help them. There is a lost child inside of the gym. I repeat, there is a lost child. He has no idea where he is. He needs assistance. Someone please help him. Maybe not left, right? How have I not accidentally stumbled upon this yet? How have I not accidentally gone to the right one yet? Oh, have I been up here? I don't think I've been up here. Hello? I've not been up here. Surely this must be the correct way. I don't know how I managed to run around there for like 3 minutes straight without going the right way, but somehow I did, and that's honestly the most impressive thing I've done in this game. Once again, a grass type, so I do not want to be leading with this, which is unfortunate, but we can go to our ice type, I guess. A sludge bomb would suck, but it's also an Ivysaur, so I think we're fine. We wouldn't be going for a sludge bomb into ghost type anyway, right? Water Seed, that's fine. Go ahead, get rid of my ability. That's actually helpful, because I no longer need Snow Warning. That's just a better ability replacement now that I've set up the Hail. Thanks, I appreciate it. For that, you get Mega Evolved on, because I want the defense, and Glaciated. Which is unfortunate for you, but that is what we're doing. We're annihilating the poor little Ivysaur, which is a precious, precious little lad, but dead. Gone. Obliterated. Living. And then KOing itself. He goes out on his own terms. I respect that. That's fine. Level 37, any new moves? Unlike Zekrom, which will never learn a good move again. I'm so sad that we aren't going to be getting Bolt Strike. Maybe I can move relearn it. Maybe it also is a level 1 move or something. Probably be worth checking, actually. Here we go. Gym Leader. I am not going to lead with Frillish. Frillish is here to counter Steel types and Fire types, so it can't be my lead. My lead should be my lowest level Pokemon, which is Regigigas for Regisweep, because we have to try it. It's actually illegal for me not to try and go for a Regisweep after, you know, succeeding so many times. I have to do this. Alright, so there will be an extra Pokemon on her team, so she should have 4 Pokemon, and because I checked my settings earlier when I was going through and double checking about Graveler, I actually did realize I did turn on important and boss trainers having items. So they can be, you know, choice specs or something scary, which I had not been playing around at all because I didn't realize I even selected that. But apparently I selected that. I just didn't select the trait evolutions being turned off. Suicune start. That's okay. That's okay. That's fine, actually. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I don't know why I think I'm okay with that, but I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna confuse Ray. In my head, I was like, Suicune is very defensive, and defensive Pokemon are easier for Regigigas to set up on. But then I remembered Suicune is a legendary, and it still has legendary stats, which means it's probably not that great to set up on. You know, a Weedle would probably be preferable. We're gonna confuse Ray. Rain Dance. That's a little scary. Though if we swap into something like a Bomb of Snow, we can get rid of that. So for now, we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it. I'm gonna knock off. How am I gonna knock off? Honestly, the worst case scenario would be I like knock off its choice band into Rain Dance, which I don't want to do now that I've said that it can have items. So I'm just gonna click Dizzy Punch. It's level 38, so we're not too far behind it in terms of level. It hits itself in Confusion. Good. That gives me a second turn. Love that. G-Sweet. Red G-Sweet. Red G-Sweet. Hit yourself again. Double whammy. Missed. That's fine. That's fine. If we could get like a TM to power-up punch on this Regigigas, let me tell you, the things that could be made possible. It does have pressure, actually. So I am removing all of my Dizzy Punches if I keep going for it on this Suicune, so I am going to knock off. I didn't think about pressure, but yeah, that is our good move. I don't want to waste it. It's Self in Confusion again. That's great. Knock off. Do you lose an item? Maybe it's just a chance for them to hold items. Now I want to knock off everything and see and confirm if any of my settings went through like I thought they did. I'm just gonna click Revenge, okay, I guess, because it'll be stronger if we get hit. Aurora Beam, that's fine, as long as it's not, like, Scald. Scald would suck, especially if it got the burn, but that's fine. Revenge should do good damage. It could be better. It could be better. Our act is together, so now we actually hit kind of hard. I'm just gonna click knockoff because I imagine they're gonna heal. Yep. Reggie sweep time has begun though. It is now Reggie sweep time, which is a fun time for me in particular. That knockoff did such little damage, it made me a little bit sad. I'm actually gonna confuse Ray again. I'm going to do this again to try and help with our damage. If we had something like Toxic right now, I would do it, but we don't. I wish this meant, like, we had our 5 turns, and that meant that we could now swap out for free, and when we came back in, we would still have it up. I feel like that would be a good way to kind of mitigate how terrible its ability is, but also I understand its ability is there because if not, this Pokemon would be absolutely insane in every situation. But it would be cool in this scenario if I could just go and swap to a Abomasnow or something. Rain Dance is reset up. Let me guess, you're going to go ahead and heal the Suicune again, aren't you? Do we have a Leper Berry? Am I about to Leper Berry my Dizzy Punch? Is that what I'm about to do? Because I think that's what I'm about to do. I think I'm about to Dizzy Punch and then Leper Berry. This is not the high-octane action I was expecting when I said I would go into this gym without leveling my Pokemon so we could be a little bit lower level and on set mode. I thought it would be a little bit higher stakes than what is currently happening. I won't lie. Do we not have a Leper Berry? I thought we had a Leper Berry. We have 1 Leper Berry. You know, if there's a time to use it, it's now. Honestly, we're going to use the Leper Berry. Unfortunately, I didn't, you know, go ahead and plant more. I didn't think that far ahead. I didn't think I'd be using a Leper Berry in the first place. So let's hope I don't need a second one. But, that does allow us to keep Dizzy Punching, I suppose, which is nice. And that is going to be enough to take it out with the crit. Okay. Reggie sweep number 1. That only took like 5 minutes. Nice. And the rain stops at the perfect time. All planned. Yanma. Frisks my Rocky Helmet. I'm gonna punch it. We outspeed it? That's crazy to me. I've got a little bit too used to slow start. Outspeeding a Yanma is just wild to me. We can knock off though. Item? Does it knock off the item if it faints when it hits? I actually don't know if it does. Stantler. Level 42 Stantler. What does Stantler learn again? Can I go to Frillish and be immune to all of its moves? Stantler doesn't get Scrappy, right? I feel like I could. We could also just use Revenge. We could also use Knockoff. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very curious as to if it's holding an item. I kind of want to use Knockoff just to test. Also, I feel like getting hit in the face of a Jump Kick would be really bad. Let me reiterate that. Getting hit in the face of a Jump Kick would be really bad. Not a maybe, it just would be. But I really want to know if it's holding an item. Am I willing to risk Regigigas' life to find out if my settings went through properly in a randomizer? Am I willing to do that? I feel like I've said it now and I have to, or else I'm a loser if I don't do it, right? I have to knock off. Got speed. You holding an item? It was holding a Silk Scarf. Okay, so they can be holding items. Okay, all right. That setting went through. Good. Good. I'm glad I confirmed. That does make me happy to know that. I don't like the fact that I got hit by a Confused Ray, and this thing could have Jump Kick. I've taken my risk. Oh, if it Jump Kicked into my Ghost type, though, that would be really satisfying. You could also just go to Graveler and just sponge anything. I am giving up on the Reggie sweep, to be honest. The Reggie sweep instead became, can I knock off an item to prove that they're holding items? Which I have now done. So the plan has now shifted to just not losing a Pokemon in the fight, which might screw me up, honestly. I want to see it Jump Kick into a Ghost type. I do. I'm so caught up on it using Jump Kick for some reason. Like, we could probably just Dizzy Punch and KO it, but I want it to Jump Kick me and KO itself. Why am I messing around in this fight? I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be messing around. Please Jump Kick me. Then Headbutt. That's not the move. That's not what I wanted you to do at all. That's just not it. honestly, we're also just gonna go ahead and switch between some things so I can get some XP on some Pokemon. Because this is level 42. I'm messing around a little bit here. Roleplay. What on earth does that do? It lost Sap Sipper and gained Rockhead. That's fine. Head Smash. Goodbye. Bye, Stantler. I'll see you in 27 lives from now because you just got smashed into oblivion. XP for everyone. Nice. Double 38, which doesn't matter because it's not going to evolve. Now that I have checked. Wow. I wouldn't have checked if someone didn't comment about it, so I do. Hello, that's scary. So I'm glad that person commented. That's scary. On the one hand, if we hit it, it dies. Because it's Deoxys attack. On the other hand, if it hits us, something probably dies. This is scarier than a Sandler. You know what would have been nice? Being in my nice, healthy Regigigas with knockoff with slow start removed. That would be nice right now, wouldn't it? That would be lovely, in fact. I feel like we benefit more from going to Sylveon and sponging a special attack than taking a special attack on this Graveler right now, because I feel like Graveler gets deleted. It doesn't get setup moves, does it? Horn. I wish I clicked Head Smash. I really do. I wish I got taunted into smashing its brains out. That sounds inappropriate. I want to make the Deoxys faint. Moonblast. Pursuit. It's fine. It's fine. Why would you pursue? What? What? Why? Wait, huh? My brain kind of... My brain short-circuited. I was like, it's gone for an attack. It's going to hit me. Ah, it's Psycho Boost. And it was Pursuit. Cool. I hope the sun is shining tomorrow. That would be a reason enough to smile. That's nice. Why did you use that move over your Deoxys? Yes, that was a fine battle. I shall reward you for this great victory. This is the fairy badge. It is yours now. Its beauty is captivating, is it not? Ah, do you forgive me? I was so captivated. I forgot for a moment that it's yours. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, we have succeeded once again. Obviously, set mode stays on, and next time we will go ahead and head towards the Pokeball Factory now that we will be allowed in. TM, Power Up Punch, Volt Strike, Twin Needle. Interesting. Okay, different. I get so many attacking TMs. Oh my, what a curious feeling. Can't seem to recall any longer which move is contained in that TM. That's fair because it's randomized. I hope you might forgive me. Yeah, no, that's fair. It is randomized after all. Does she know? Does she know the TM is randomized unlike everyone else? That would be wild, actually, if they planned for that. Can anyone learn Twin Needle? Everyone can learn Twin Needle. No one could learn Seed Bomb. But everyone can learn Twin Needle. Okay. Sure. Twin Needle Regigigas to poison things while it gets for a slow start. Okay, we're getting too memey right now. We're getting too memey. It's time to wrap things up. Hi Goober. Hi. You're gonna say I can go to the Pokeball Factory, right? That's the fairy badge. You're gonna go to the Pokeball Factory. That's all good. Overall, episode was fun. I had fun today. Yeah. If you guys have enjoyed, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado,